Into why you and your girl just can't relate. The world is tuned in to the voice of reason, blowing up the foxhole every Thursday evening. If your man is tripping, then talk to Zoe before you leave. Maybe y'all can make it work, and if not, he can tell you exactly how to tell him to kick rocks. Intelligence with lots of comedy. It's not your average show. It's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason on Foxhole Radio. Relationship dumbassification, a thought-provoking conversation with the voice of reason, an exploration into why you and your girl just can't relate. The world is tuned in to the voice of reason, blowing up the foxhole every Thursday evening. If your man is tripping, then talk to Zoe before you leave. Maybe y'all can make it work, and if not, he can tell you exactly how to tell him to kick rocks. Intelligence with lots of comedy. It's not your average show. It's Zoe Williams, the voice of reason on Foxhole Radio. This is the death of
I'm gonna sing anyway.
Break it down, Geoff.
Hey, been blessed with another Monday. Here we are, dear to us, dear to us. It's the knowledge we share. What the fuck did you do with your weekend? Who did you bail out?
Who did you
break up with somebody? Hopefully you didn't. Oh shit, oh shit.
She laughing too hard. That must be the case.
Did you give somebody the boot, Adidas? Did you tell them come get your shit? Get your shit.
This is Donald Isley.
Tired of you borrowing my car and riding around with other bitches and it never goes. I don't mind that you got a plan, but your plan includes abusing me and my time. My time.
Mr. Adlib.
Got to know.
The wonderful stylings
Got to
of
know.
Donald Isley. The forgotten Isley brother.
R&B ad-libs.
R&B. Straight R&B.
Enjoy your chitterlings.
Negro music. Just for you. I love that track, man.
That track is bad, man. Well, come on.
That track is...
Come on, man.
We have 5 seconds.
Come on. Who we talking about?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the So What Morning Show. It's another Monday. You already know how we get down into town. Welcome to Dash Radio. You already know I'm live on my YouTube channel.
Already know.
All the folks is in there right now. They starting to come through. Let me say hi to the chat room. Listen, if you've ever wanted to see us live, all you have to do is join my YouTube page, which is The Zo What Show. All one word. The Zo What Show. All one word. All you have to do is join. And if you tune in at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, you're going to find us broadcasting live.
Live in your face.
Somebody said, can we get that track? Let me say this. You can get the track if you buy Love Matters Revealed, my CD. This is the music for the CD, Love Matters Revealed. This is a structured conversation with myself and one of the foremost recovery specialists in the world, Dr. You already know him, Alan Berger. He's the homie. Hey. All you got to do is go to my website right now. I am Zoe Williams. If you order your copy right now, I'll mail it out tomorrow on my way to the 5150 show. You want a copy? Go do that now. I am ZoeWilliams.com for Love Matters Revealed, the CD. You
Now
ever
I'm
did?
about to take a gutter with him.
Oh, go
Like my
get gutter.
pancakes with butter with them.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Pancakes with butter.
That was it? Okay,
it.
cool. All right. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship, is now available on Amazon.com in paperback form. I need you guys to get to the website right now. We need it to trend. We want to sell 65 copies. Can we get 65 copies sold today? It's more than 65 people in my chat room right now. Let everybody get there right now, Amazon.com. Order the paperback version specifically. Okay, I want this book to trend. You under dig? Order it now, Amazon.com. Paperback version, The Relationship
Straighten your
Dismount.
life out.
How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Now, let me turn this music down. Let me just say this real quick. Let me get this other music in here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Now turn it up. Let's get the vibe right. Come on, let's go. There's a special product that I've been without for 4 days. Okay. A nigga kept falling asleep at 7 p.m.
Jammy Jam.
You know it?
4 days without you, baby.
For 4 days, I was going to sleep at 7 p.m. And I would sleep all the way through till 8 a.m. I was hella old man
That means
without
your
my
body
juice.
needed it. What?
Your body was tired of that sleep substitute, nigga.
Nigga,
Seriously.
I needed this
No, you
motherfucker.
don't.
I
No, you
know.
don't.
No, you
Listen.
don't.
You need
You don't
sleep,
need
nigga.
Hold
anything.
on. I don't know why I left this bitch. I needed this total package energy. When I tell you, by 6:30, nigga, I was
This weekend?
This weekend, I was yawning uncontrollably. You know how you just yawn and cry at the same, your eyes watering and shit?
Your body humming on the inside. You ever been so sleepy that your organs hum?
No. No, that's the death gurgle. But let me get back to it. Somebody's getting ready to pass over,
The
nigga.
death gurgle.
No, I needed total package energy. Because look, you're on the island of Catalina. That's where I was at from Thursday to Sunday. I was supposed to be there from Thursday to Monday, but I said, fuck that. There's too much shit happening in the world. We got to do our current event show, get out here and clown like we do. But then I realized I don't have total package energy.
Oh, shit.
I don't have it.
I don't get my drink.
And listen, let
Trying
me
to
tell
put
you
the
something.
woo-wop on that young girl and you didn't have?
No.
Your low energy light
Well,
was
listen
on?
now. I could have put the woo-wop on her.
Right.
The woo-wop.
The woo-wop could have happened.
Yeah, but you can't fly around the room without total package.
It would have been 7 minutes
of the woo-wop. Right.
7 good minutes. of
Around the
woo-wop.
world in 7 minutes.
7 amazing minutes
Bitch, get started before me.
of woo-wop.
Supernova minutes.
I tell you what, I got 7 minutes. You want this to last an hour? I'm gonna go downstairs for 53 minutes. You start.
And then I'm going to close it out.
I'm gonna close it out. Close it out with the dang dang.
Oh, shit. Total package energy. Get yours now. It's a case. We want to sell. Listen, there's only, today's the last day of April. Can we have a strong last day of April?
Can we please?
It's way more people in the chat room right now. Chat room, I need you guys to hit the like button, the share button, and the super chat button. I wanna move 60 cases. 60 people. Can I get 60 people to get out and get 60 cases?
He trying to move
or a
that
case
kind of
apiece?
weight. Come on.
A case apiece. 60 people, go get some of this shit here. Because I swear for Jesus and all them white folk in heaven, this shit is
It's the shit.
We're
authentic.
trying to be the Freeway Rick of
We need 60. We need
sports drink.
60 people to get one case, or one sleepy motherfucker to get 60 cases.
I'm just saying.
Either way.
A nigga went to sleep every night at 6:30. That's not right.
Freeway
Damn.
Zone.
That's
Damn.
not right. It's 6:30, nigga.
You taking Uncle
nodding.
Idris hours.
I was nodding. So totalpackageenergy.com. Get there right now. Also, I got a couple other things to promote. You already know how I get down into
Come on,
town.
man. Come on. Let 'em
Before
have
we get into the current events,
it. Let them have it.
I got to promote some things. I got on a prayer warrior cap. And people have been asking me, nigga, what the fuck? What are
Yeah.
you, on some religious shit?
No.
No, that's your grandmother. Let me come back to me. We are prayerwarriors.com. I don't fuck with dogma, but I do get down with prayer and meditation and mindfulness
And connection.
and all of that. There is a website, weareprayerwarriors.com. They sell these fly hats and t-shirts, black-owned business out of Atlanta, getting ready to launch a prayer service.
Okay,
Listen,
who they praying to?
Let me just say this. We got a lot of conscious motherfuckers out there who are quite ignorant.
Yeah. Oh,
Right?
wow.
So they think if you mention prayer, you automatically mean Christianity.
How about it?
What if
How about it?
What if I said salat?
Yes.
Right? That's Islamic for prayer. What if I said puja, the Sanskrit for prayer?
I went a whole different way.
Yeah,
When you said puja.
I bet you did. Where
Finna
did
get
you
that
go,
puja,
boo-boo?
girl. Come on now.
Give up. You
The
know,
puja now.
that is a
Quit
new
playing.
term for yoni.
Yes, the puja. Bro.
Puja.
Tell
Give
me you
up-
ain't in heaven when you. Ooh.
Yeah, give up the prayer box.
Oh my God.
Come on, give us a queef while we pray.
Call in now and get one of our lovely prayer queefs.
Prayer queef.
That's some disrespectful shit, ain't it?
This motherfucker said a prayer queef. Hold it up, Uncle Chef. What?
That's what the bishop deals in, prayer queefs.
Oh shit, this is great. This is a one year. I want you to go there, purchase, because they did a deal with me.
Oh shit.
They sell the t-shirts for $20. They kick back $5
Wow.
because they want to see the book come to fruition. They want to see other projects come to fruition. And they want to support the Zoe What and Voice of Reason show platforms. So again, if you purchase a t-shirt or a hat from them, you in turn are supporting Zoe Williams.
Righteous get down.
You
Righteous get down.
underdig? You underdig?
Just get down.
And then my peoples, man, we changed their name.
Who that?
I gave them a radio show here. Their radio show used to be called Soul Searching, but now the radio show is called All Vibes Matter.
Wow, I like that.
Right? AVM, man. You know the dig? So, AVM, All Vibes Matter. That is Android Home. And I still got to deal with these guys. If you go there and you order some of their luxury sneaker brand shoes, all you got to do is just say, hey, man, Zoe Williams. Just put in Zoe Williams. ZOWILLIAMS. Look at these. Look at these, Geoff. You want some of these?
Oh my God.
You
They
want some
fly.
of these? You know,
They
I have,
fly, man.
Hey,
I know that's you.
I have both
I
of
know
those,
that's
you know.
I mean, ladies
Every
and
time I
gentlemen,
wear these, Geoff wants to step on them.
Oh my God.
On the hater side of the game, but
On
it's
the
fine.
hater
Eddie Murphy. Want to lick?
yeah.
Psych.
They're,
You want some of these, man?
That's
Sure.
not right, man.
they ain't back to school shoes, I can tell you that. Better have your paper right. Better have your paper right.
So yes, Android Home, Android like the phone, Ohm, HOMME.com. Please, please, please get out there and support them. Put in my name, Z-O Williams, WILLIAMS, Zoe Williams. You will get 25% off of the sneaker, these luxury sneakers. And let me just say, you can order these if you want to, but they're sold all over the world. Right next to Versace, right next to Gucci, right next to Prada,
Fendi,
all of that. And they're doing well. So if you want to get down with them as a black person, great. If you don't, the white people will make them
check
rich.
yourself.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, in studio with us right now is my good friend, Hassan McCullough.
Awesome.
He is the owner and proprietor of Big Ass Watches Are Us. This nigga has on the Steve Austin watch.
I know.
Fucking Olympic
God
track
damn,
watch.
nigga.
Olympic.
Hey, this is that.
That's fly.
He got the Rose Bowl
goddamn.
scoreboard on his hand.
Fucking
That nigga got the countdown to the Death Star.
No, that's that Predator watch. Man, that Predator.
Oh, you got the Predator on. You get the Predator watch. He finna blow us all up if he don't get his way.
Hey, peep game. This actually is a watch that from
Speaking to the mic.
Escape from New York.
Is it?
Really?
That's dope, man.
What,
What's up?
Snake Plissken?
What's up?
Huh?
What's up?
All right, so look, hold on.
Okay.
Let's not get him off track.
That's fly.
Sell your juices and not the watch, my nigga.
That's ladies and gentlemen, Kool-Aid is good for you.
So we got the juice. Zowat code always 10% off when you order anything. Put the Zowat code. The black magic is still in effect. You got to get that. You got to get the ginger shots. You get the turmeric. Always get the turmeric. You know that in India they have a low rate of dementia because they take turmeric.
Yes.
So turmeric
I've
is
heard
really
that.
important.
Well, I need some turmeric today.
And when you take turmeric, also take it with black pepper. No
Yes.
shit. Black pepper.
That helps the absorption
Yeah,
rate.
by 2,000%.
Right. So,
All right.
so that's what we got.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time tuning into the Zoe What Show, let me tell you what we do. We talk shit about everything. All right. Lately, we've been doing what are they called? Current events, because people want our perspective.
All right, yeah.
So the first hour of the show will be us weighing in on what the fuck has been going on in the world, and a lot has transpired over the weekend since I have been
Yes.
on my little sabbatical. Now, so what means so what, meaning I don't give a fuck about what you think. So what, coming from Zoe. Zoe says so what to what you think is important. But I love alley-ooping my panel because these are some smart guys, way smarter than I am. And we want to know. Yes, nigga. Couldn't be here, nigga.
Okay.
Couldn't be here.
Okay.
Who couldn't be?
I'm gonna let it ride.
Who couldn't be?
I'm just saying. Now, you smarter than me, but your stories is longer than mine. But that's fine. You understand? We gonna take a while to get to where Geoff is going, but this shit is always
worth
gonna
the
be
ride.
good. So again, we cover all of these weird topics or whatever, and then the second half or second hour, we're gonna get into a topic. Well, I've got a topic too. Jeez.
Oh shit.
Fucktards. It's gonna be a hell of a topic.
Iron Christ. What could it be?
Yes, Jesus, in the name of all sweet prayer queefs.
Spider Jesus.
It's gonna be crazy. So look, I've got one other thing to promote, and that, of course, is my good friend Kevin, you better leave that fucking total package energy where it is.
Stop playing, man. Come on.
We real
Come
low
on,
right
man.
now.
Stop
We
playing.
real low
Come
right
on,
now.
crack. Come on, crack fiend.
What's that?
Come on, man.
We're real
Come
low
on,
right
come
now.
on, man. Break your hold on the sports
Listen,
package.
I haven't had none of this shit in a
Break
while.
your hold.
We real low
Break
right
your
now.
hold on the sports package.
I'm just saying, my reserves are low, nigga. These shits is models, nigga. This ain't no.
You got the crab grip on this one right now?
I do. All right, Kev, promote what you gonna promote so we can get to the
man.
topics, man.
Yeah. So everybody, if you haven't checked out my podcast, it's called the Real Talk, or Real Nagas Real Talk podcast. You can find it on iTunes podcast. Also, if you don't have the Apple phone, you can check it out on the Anchor app. So just go to to your whatever your store is and download the Anchor app. You can check it out. Also, if you haven't checked out the Hidden in Plain Sight, The Secrets of Symbolism series, you can check that out on patreon.com/realnagas. The first episode I did last week. The next episode will be coming out in a couple of days, so if you haven't checked that out. If you want to know what the Gmail symbol and what the Wendy's logo means, then go check that out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
That shit is no joke.
nigga, you thought the Hulk was supposed to be black.
It is. We can get into that shit.
Okay.
But also wordplay. So I did a new episode, wordplay episode 9. That's on the YouTube Real Nagas channel, and also at realnagas.com. I have the Killmonger, the Dragon, and T'Challa the Phoenix shirts in there. Check it out.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down
In the town.
in the motherfucking town. The Zowood Morning Show.
So what, man?
Current events.
Point events.
Shit talk.
What the fuck going on?
Smart talk.
What the hell happened last week?
Dumb talk.
Oh, idiot shit.
Arguments.
Fuck you. Eat a booker. Shoot your mama.
All types of chicanery.
Stupid ass shit. Monkeys fucking footballs.
Monkeys fucking footballs.
Football.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Crazy ass shit.
the Zowood Morning Show.
Hot grits in your face.
Okay, here we go.
Grits in your face.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it. Bill Cosby.
Oh, brother.
Here we go, man.
Here we go.
We got to deal with it. Okay, Bill Cosby was convicted, man, on all three. All three. What are they called?
Counts.
Counts. Charges. Fuck. And now,
He got to live out his last 20 minutes behind bars.
yeah, man, the media machine goes into overdrive on, tearing down the legacy. Is it a legacy that's worth keeping? Is it a legacy that was rooted in truth? Is it a legacy that was accurate? Accurate meaning, and this is what's accurate for me, and then I'm gonna throw it to everybody else. This is what's accurate about his legacy. He was pro-education,
How about it?
right? Gave out $100 million over his lifetime
Right.
to all types of universities. And Sinbad said something that I thought was quite profound. Temple, if you're gonna take his honorary degree back, his honorary doctorate back, you should give back his money.
Thank you.
How about it?
Yes.
Like, you should give back his money. Like, his money is good enough for you, but he ain't no more. So,
He could
and
use that
yeah.
100 million right now too.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? He's a human being, fucked up, made a lot of bad decisions or whatever. And that's if you want to believe it.
Right.
You still have the option to not believe the shit, right? Okay, cool. But you know what I'm saying? But if you guys want to get on the fuck Bill Cosby train, then you should all be on the give Bill Cosby the money he gave us.
How about it?
Yep.
How about it?
And I cite Sinbad for that one. That's not Zoe Williams talking. That's Zoe Williams quoting Sinbad.
Yeah. We breaking up, bitch. Give me my records back.
Exactly. Jeff Brown, your thoughts on the verdict, man?
I think they. Why can't both be true? Is my question.
You want to cry?
Why
Did you
can't?
cry?
Did I cry? No.
You're a
I'm
comic. Did you
saddened.
cry? Did
I'm
you cry for shit, nigga?
absolutely. I do. I'm absolutely saddened by it because Bill Cosby is still my hero. Still, you can't take that away from me. Two, as I've often said, how you gonna make it a crime if y'all got getting drugged on a schedule.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Paula, can you go play bridge with us tonight? No, Bill is coming by here at 8:30 to drug me and fuck me. That's not an attack. Bitch, that's a date. Especially when he paying for the place you stay at. Quaaludes were the Molly of the day.
Thank you.
Nobody's talking
Right.
about that.
Nobody's talking about that.
Different
Now-
mind state of that time.
Of that time. Who else? How about Thomas Jefferson's legacy? We gonna destroy that one?
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm not. If you think that I am condoning the drugging of women,
We're
I
not.
strongly
Come on.
suggest you
We're
get a
not.
glass of ice, put some bleach and a straw in it, and enjoy.
Have a bleach smoothie.
Yes, have a bleach smoothie. I love that. Have a bleach smoothie if you really believe that I'm saying. I got a daughter, I got a wife, I got
Right.
nieces.
Who wants that to happen to them, you
Nobody's saying
fucks?
that. I'm saying that the same motherfuckers who hung Cosby hung your ancestors.
Oh.
You don't have a problem with that?
Right.
You don't have a problem with. Oh, did Harvey Weinstein go to jail?
Thank you.
Did Woody Allen go to jail?
No.
And I'm not talking to nobody white. I'm talking to your Jasper ass, shade tree house coon ass. You.
What about that dude from Seventh Heaven that was molesting kids?
How about that? Seventh Heavens is still on TV.
And Seventh Heaven is still on TV.
Yes.
This is the perfect white family enjoying a beautiful white life where wings spontaneously sprout from their backs, and they float off into happily ever after
Yes.
without niggas interfering.
And their farts smell like kettle corn.
Right.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, Felicia Rashad, she touched on something pretty big.
Oh yeah, I
back in
sent
the
that
day.
to you, right?
Yeah. And so there's many aspects to this. So Geoff, you're right. Why can't both be true? You're right.
Right.
And Dave Chappelle said it. He's like, he rapes and he saves in his stand-up comedy. But
Yes.
That's funny.
he rapes and he saves. It was hilarious. But the thing is, like, okay, he didn't get charged for rape. Got charged for sexual assault, which means kind of those ladies kind of have some culpability in the fact that you're going back. You know, you're going back to his house. You go to his house, or you meet up with him. He opens the door in a robe at 2 a.m.
With his swipe hanging out. You know what this
and
means, don't you?
You go in there, and there needs to
Swipe
be some,
saber.
right. There needs to be some culpability, some responsibility on those ladies' parts. Now, does Bill Cosby drug him? He was on Larry King one time, and he eyes rolled to the that it was, malicious back in the day. Like you said, in the 60s, it was a whole different mind. It was a whole different mind.
I just took a Spanish fly. Oh my God. Hey, you give a girl something, goes banana. So I went to Spain. I'm abbreviating it because it's fucking genius. I went to Spain. I'm going, this is the land of Spanish fly, Spanish fly. I get in a taxi cab. The Spanish driver goes, "You're from America?" "Yes." "Oh, do you have with you any American fly?" Motherfucker, like it's fucking brilliant. It was a
American
brilliant
fly.
fucking joke. Because sex and drugs go together.
Man.
They
in the,
go
especially
together.
in the 60s?
Bruh, go back to Caligula.
God damn.
Nigga, we didn't invent licking frogs
Hold on,
before
guys.
you fuck.
Hold on. Some uber feminists would say you niggas are marginalizing our big fish.
Okay, when they get thirsty, do they drink bleach smoothies? Because they can. Okay.
But
Have you noticed how most feminists wasn't the ones you was victimizing anyway?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on
Yeah.
and say it.
Wow.
Most of you
Ones you-
feminists
woman,
look
you-
like
yeah. Exactly.
most of y'all
Somebody you
are
wouldn't touch with a
hard
10-foot dick.
sixes. You're a hard 6 on New Year's Eve.
seriously, we're drunk as fuck. Drunk as fuck.
You a hard 6 when you put your shit together. When you spend your money,
Everybody
you
can't
about a
talk.
6.4.
And a nigga drunk.
Right, right.
Hey, guess what?
But this the thing.
Guess
You
what,
ain't a
guys?
7 with
What?
liquor.
What?
Guess what? Guess what? Everybody can't talk at the same time. Let's make for great radio. Go ahead, Kevin.
So to finish the point, so Felicia Rashad,
drinking in the
Felicia
studio.
Rashad was talking about it was something bigger going on. And if you go back in the day where Bill Cosby back in the day was trying to buy NBC. And so when you try to do that and you try and buy one of the major networks in the game, that means you're going to become the narrative of the story now. you're gonna be the media to the people. So they cut him off. What happened at that point? His son gets killed.
Yep.
That was a warning. Oh, step your ass back. Because not only he was involved in it, was him, Michael Jordan, a couple other cats. Michael Jordan's dad dies. All these cats, the brothers, they were like, nah, y'all need to step the fuck back and look where y'all really at.
So let me ask this question to you, Kevin, and Geoff and Hassan. Let me ask the question. Is there any validity to the conspiracy side of the game that says this motherfucker tried to see if his money had any power by buying NBC?
Yes.
And that's when they ramped up the, okay, we're going to get you.
Well, he did. That was the first time. He stepped back. Then he tried to buy NBC again. This is this time.
Right.
So they were like, oh, we can't kill this motherfucker. We can destroy you, though. And now here comes the takedown. And this is what Felicia Rashad is talking about. There's a major conspiracy because he tried to do it twice. The first time they were like, look, motherfucker, we killed your son. Get the picture? And he didn't. He came back years later. I'm going to do it again. They was like, oh, yeah? Really, motherfucker? Okay.
But then you got people, let me just say, man, you got to understand how war works. War works through ideological confusion, AKA, you got varying narratives and shit going back and forth. Oh, wait a minute. Janice, the model Janice, whatever. Dickerson. Oh, yeah, we made up part of the story about me being raped by him in a memoir that somebody else wrote for me. And how are you in this? You found your way into the case.
How?
Right.
With a partially fabricated, what?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
does that invalidate you from being able to testify? Okay, cool. But you're still in here. All right, cool. And then,
Yeah. So nobody hit you with the bitch get the fuck out of here card yet?
right, because if isn't it about credibility?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure these things still matter.
And what about the woman who was naked in the courtroom, or the one who was hitting her head against the?
He came out and said that he had drugged her.
And now they gotta go back and say psych.
But then retracted it.
Yeah, pulled it back.
So,
Whoa.
Because her thing was, oh, I didn't notice he did it. I
Thank
got
you.
home and I felt kind of queasy and woozy, and so it had to be. I didn't know he
Bitch, how
was
about
doing
the
that. And
seafood
so,
you
yeah,
had?
exactly. So it had to. I didn't
Hey,
know he was doing this
look.
to women at the time, so it had to be that.
look who just joined the fray. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. For our listening crew, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mark Goulston just walked into the studio. Voice of Reason family, So What Show family, Dr. Mark Goulston has just. It's somebody we got to get. Hey, let Dr. G get that chair. We'll get Adita if we can get Hassan another chair. Come on.
I'm going to be on headline news about the killer up in Goulston.
Well, you got to sit down and talk to us about
You got
it,
in
dog.
20 minutes. Well,
White people killing white people.
Get on the mic.
get on the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mark Goulston has just joined the crew.
It's
We
o-
miss you, bro.
Yeah, it's okay to be late. It's okay to be late to your next thing if you can explain to them that you was with niggas just 90 minutes ago. It's all right.
There you go. Yeah.
So, Doc, tell us what you're about to do right now. You're on your way somewhere.
Going over to headline news. There's a woman named Michaela Pereira.
Yeah, Michaela. Yeah.
I'm going to be on her show at 12:30, between 12:30 and 12:45 today to talk about what's going on in that crazy ass guy who just killed everyone. That was the Golden State Killer.
Oh, yeah, the dude they just called.
So I'm going to talk about where does evil come from. So, wow. Check that out. And
My ex-wife, how?
I don't have the answer yet, so I give it.
Can
to
we
you,
just
but-
say
You
evil
go see
comes
my ex-wife, huh?
from white men? Can we
No,
just say it?
it come from Altadena. I can give you the address.
I call it Forrest Whitey. You know, evil is as evil does.
Forrest Whitey.
Forrest Whitey, okay.
I miss you guys. God,
We
geez,
miss you.
We miss you, man. We miss you. So, really quickly, give us your take on Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
That's the topic.
I think you do. You know,
know
him?
it's
I know.
tough.
I know you. That you
I
met
don't, I
him.
don't know. I don't know.
He's like, I don't know him. Don't put me in that shit.
I don't do this
Put me in
bullshit.
that shit,
This
John.
is bullshit.
Yes. So what do you think? Yeah.
Well, you know, people like this think that they're exceptions to the rules, and you know, and that's how power corrupts a lot of these people. But way back then, I'm not justifying it, but everybody was kind of abusing people sexually. It was
There
going
you
on.
go.
So he's now being launched up, and the Harvey Weinsteins. I'm just saying that this is the underbelly of the entertainment industry. There is an entitlement that goes along with stardom.
Right.
and they think they're exceptions to the rules. I mean, that said, I think he deserves to face consequences for this. But what'll be interesting is how this can hopefully be. It's not about race at all. It's about the entitlement of stardom. It's the entitlement of these narcissistic people who really think they're above the rules. Even didn't Clinton say, I did what I did because I could?
Clinton said that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of this, Doc? When you say that it's not about race, here's my issue. I have a hard time believing, as famous as he was, as rich as he was, as talented as he was during this time, that there could be a rumor about a black man
How about that?
raping
How about
white women
How about
in the
that?
60s and 70s. A rumor,
Yes.
and there not be
Right.
khakis and tiki torches of the day.
Khakis and tiki
What do you
torches.
let me ask you, what do you make of that? Because
What do I make of that?
Yeah,
Again, let's go back. It was this is what I make of it, and this does not excuse him. Sometimes you can get in trouble for looking at the whole thing. Quaaludes were the Molly of the day. Bill Cosby did not make Quaaludes. Somebody put Bill Cosby up on Quaaludes. Generally, I think it's the same group of people that's persecuting him. And they put that information in their back pocket because we need a big joker.
hold on to it,
We
yep.
need a big joker on everybody. And if we don't have one, we'll make one up. But that was the big joker that they had on him to say he was doing this evil thing when it was a common practice. It's like coming into an orgy and going, hey, you two fucking on the couch are out of order. Dude, this is an orgy. This is what people were doing back then too. I think that the women who diminish the argument, Lee Johnson, the Janice Dickinson, the chicks, there were a few of them in there who said Bill was paying for where I was staying.
Right.
And what I think happened, dog, self opposition with this is Camille or me. Well, bitch, bye. Cause I put Camille's name on the tail of a plane. You just pussy. Don't play yourself out of position. You are
Do you
not
miss
the
this kind of
entree.
conversation, Dr. G?
I really missed
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Jeff Brown, he just
You the
got a
salad,
job.
bitch. You are not the meat.
He just got a job writing on a novella. Good job. Go ahead, Dr. G.
Yeah, it's called
your
Kayate
response.
Mayate.
Right.
But this is not teeing me up for my appearance because you're doing what you're always doing. You're fucking with my mind. So I'm gonna leave here confused, not knowing what I'm thinking. I had it all detailed what I was
it's
going
all
to
right,
say.
so it's just
I have
speaking those wise darkies.
I have no freaking idea what I'm going to say on Michaela now. But check out because I can hardly wait to find out what I say.
Yes.
Wow.
We can't wait. I'm gonna check you out, man. You know
Well, Doc,
Absolutely.
we appreciate you
We
coming
got
through,
love.
man. We love you, man. And anytime you want to come back, bro, you already know.
I know
Oh,
that.
here. Take your copy, man, of Love Matters Revealed with me and Dr. Alan Berger. Whoa, man, very powerful CD that Dr. Alan Berger and I got together and done.
Oh, he's great. Alan Berg is great.
Yeah, man, it's a great one on relationships. We should get together and do one too.
Did I leave the show
No,
before
you
I
left your
started the
keys.
prison letters thing?
Yeah, no, you didn't. You talked about that here.
Oh, I have this Prison Letters podcast. It's number 5 out of 200 podcasts in the prison thing. So there's a podcast going up today, which I recorded. This is a guy who was in prison, and he was a manipulator, and I confronted him. It was a 2-parter. So the one today is this guy is trying to develop a conscience because he doesn't care about people, and
Wow.
it bothers him.
Wow.
So he was a manipulator. He got caught, in an OxyContin kind of thing.
Right.
He was someone who was working for the doctor. So, he did his time. It wasn't that much, but he has. It's called RDAP Dan Wise, something residential drug abuse program. And so they just broke him open when he was in prison. So he has this huge.
Yeah, they do that in
videos.
prison.
Wow.
And he says he does these videos because he's trying to develop a conscience because he knows he's a wheeler dealer manipulator.
Wow.
Heard.
So I confront him on the podcast. It'll go up later today.
Hey, let's promote it, man. Where can they find the podcast? What's the link?
Prison Letters. It's on iTunes, Stitcher, Player FM. On Player FM, as I said, it's the 4th top prison-related podcast out of about 200.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming by,
I miss you guys.
bro.
I'm gonna have to come back here.
We love you, man. Come through anytime.
And I won't be dressed up like a pimp.
You're not right. Well, you are.
Well, you're not
you
really
are
dressed
right
up
now.
like a pimp.
Because that's what they wear when they bankrupt SNLs. That's
Wait
what
a
they
minute.
wear when they take your house or your country or give you the Patriot Act. That is some pimping.
That
shit
is some
you got
pimp
on.
shit. I was gonna say not a pimp, more like a prosecutor, but that's the same thing. Okay, good. Thank you. We appreciate it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the So What Morning Show. You just heard the voice of our guy, Dr. Mark Goulston, man. Somebody said Dr. G looks like a Mormon pimp. Let me put this Mormon game up against your neck. You in the dig?
Pimping out gold plates.
Ladies
gold
and
tablets.
gentlemen, the So What Morning Show is cracking right now. We're going to take a quick break, 30-second break, but we'll be back because we got to shift to the next topic. Very good stuff going on. We're doing current events. I want everybody to participate. If we, you know what?
Can I say something?
One second. Some people are asking me about phone lines. The phone lines are open. The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Kevin.
I just wanted to say something real quick about the Bill Cosby thing again, because the biggest opponent of Bill Cosby right now is Bill Maher, and he's such an asshole about it. Like, Bill Cosby is like the devil. Every chance he gets. Yeah, Bill Maher. He says a joke about Bill Cosby every fucking chance he gets. This is one of the reasons Ice Cube went off on him when he went on the show. But so somebody brought it to him on his last show that you're down in Bill Cosby, and somebody, so he had a dude on the show who and so he tried to defend Hugh Hefner. But all these playmates came out in the court. They did all these depositions how Hugh Hefner drugged all of them.
Yeah.
And make them have sex with dogs and all this and that. Nothing happened to This was all charges against Hugh Hefner, like in the 80s and later on in like the 90s. And well documented in the later 2000s.
Hey, listen, Kevin. What you're not going to do is come in here and besmirch image. Icon.
Oh my God.
That's what you're not going to do.
right.
I'm so sorry, sir. Please
That
forgive me.
is a pastor of pussy
Right.
that has liberated many. Hugh Hefner has liberated many labias.
That's right.
Do you understand? You're not going to come in here and tear down the legacy
Of a vagina bishop.
Apparently, you cannot.
of a pussy
Of
bishop.
the pussy hound of all pussy hounds.
A
Right.
pussy deacon.
Right.
Pussy deacon.
Right.
Do you understand?
The man who put the word Playboy with pussy.
Thank you. But, dude, do you see the fucking bullshit? Bill Cosby
Oh, yeah.
Hypocrisy.
is only supposedly, allegedly.
Hey,
The bullshit.
drugging
Hold on.
This
Let's
motherfucker-
make this clear.
Let's round it
Let's
back
make
in.
this clear.
Let's
Right.
pull it back in. For the bleach drinkers.
Listen here. You're a nigger. Okay? Don't ever forget that.
Don't fucking
Okay?
forget it.
You're a fucking nigger.
These laws don't apply to you.
I'm going to give you money, but I'm not going to give you power.
Right.
And when you try to build a legacy, I need you to understand.
That's, yes.
You don't get legacies either.
You don't even get to build a legacy if you don't offend me.
Okay?
Right.
Hey, listen. 10 years of your life, and then we go in and tear it down.
And we tear it down,
Okay.
take it back.
This is what we do.
He
Okay?
tried to step out of the Boulay line, and they
Right.
and they got. Have you seen what's that movie he did with Sidney Poitier? Let's Do It Again.
Yeah.
So remember they were a part of the lodge.
Yes.
You remember they had the
Yes.
fezzes
Yes.
on
Yeah.
and the pyramids with the
Yeah.
eye and all.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
those
yeah.
motherfuckers were inducted
Right.
way back in the day.
Let me
and
say it
so
again.
when they got out and when he tried to buy NBC, he was supposed to stay in his lane. As
Y'all
the
not gonna let
Boulay,
me
you're
go to
supposed to
break?
stay in your lane. When he tried to buy NBC
Okay.
and got out of his lane,
Got out of his lane.
You're not going to let me go to break? Okay, cool. I mean, I've been trying to go to break for like 5 minutes, but you're listening to the So What Morning Show on Dash Talk. What is Dash Talk? Dash Talk is the talk station for Dash Radio. I am Zoe Williams, the curator of Dash Talk.
Oh, shit.
I want to have conversations that matter. So we are trying to bring on shows that mean something,
Who the last nigga in your life used the word curator?
right? Pussy queef. We're back. So again, we want to take a quick break. I know that was That was wild. I don't even know how that connected to anything, but that's fine. We want to take a quick break from the Zoe What Morning Show, 30 seconds, and then we'll come right the fuck back with more topics, current events on the Zoe What Morning Show with Geoff, Kev, and surprisingly, Dr. G.
Dr. G,
And
what?
my man Hassan from We Juice. We'll be back at 2.2, 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, the Zoe What Morning Show back in the business, the build-dickadles. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I'm here with Geoff Brown and, of course, my homeboy Kev Behringer, along with the good homie. First off, I'm tired of the distribution of my homeboy Hassan McCullough's Weed Juice before I choose anything. Listen. Let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now.
He
cousin.
usually want the red ones.
Let me tell you something right now. This is my show.
Okay.
Now, I should be able to get juices when I want the juices first.
Who did upset Granddaddy?
Nobody. No, I'm just
Pull up in a 74 Catalina. Pull up in a 74 Catalina with the 8-track of Johnny Taylor playing.
did.
Somebody that been in this goddamn old English 800. He ain't having it.
You understand? Somebody been in this snuff box.
The snuff box. The snuff box.
Somebody been in this
Snuff box. And it's snuff
That's
box.
some old shit.
You
for
done went
real.
way back
Somebody
on
been in my
Some
snuff
old
box. nigga.
granddaddy
Oh my God,
shit.
do they even
man.
sell that shit?
Granddaddy shit.
Snuff box.
Snuff, nigga. You don't remember
Yeah.
snuff?
Yeah, that's snuff.
Came in a little.
Uh-huh.
My grandma used to dip. My great grandma
Put a
used
big
to.
ass mouthful of, right up under your lip, your tongue, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's
Nasty.
Zoe What Morning Show, man. We're doing current events. We were just talking about Bill Cosby, of course.
Yep.
Well, let's keep it motherfucking real. Let's keep it all the way real. March 21st, 2018 was the 15-year anniversary of more than 1 million dead, with no one held responsible.
Whoa.
The war in Iraq's latest anniversary passed in all-American silence. The war in Iraq, 1 million people died.
Yes.
And for what?
Oil.
Right? But what was the reason? Was it 9/11? Was it
WMD
It was
bullshit.
weapons of mass destruction. Did we ever find that?
Nigga, you trying to ask me?
But do you see how I'm correlating?
Yeah.
A motherfucker goes to jail after 30
Right.
years,
Right.
gets sentenced guilty on 3 counts after 30 years of
Bullshit.
as you described, sexual assault is what?
But
Their lens to you said it was a
part of culpability, some responsibility on
right. So there's some participation in that. There's some
Yes,
culpability
right.
on the victim side of that. Not to invalidate
Right.
the victim's position, but there is some participation in the crime, in the said crime, right? Okay, cool. 15 years ago, America destroyed a country
Yes.
and killed 1 million people.
Literally. Like that's the low end. That's the low end estimate.
Right.
It's like 1.5 is what the teacher from Fresno State was saying.
So again, this is why
1.5.
the teacher from Fresno State spoke on Barbara Bush in the way that she did. So if this is a country about justice and not about class and race, how come George W. Bush isn't being aggressively investigated for war crimes? That's what the Fresno State. So, I mean, because when it comes to niggas, a nigga fart on the system and get labeled a criminal for all time. And let me just say, sexual abuse and sexual assault
It's wrong.
isn't a fart. But I'm saying, in the scale of things, because if I take what Oprah Winfrey said, pain is pain regardless of the degree of it.
Right.
Okay, pain is pain regardless of the degree of it.
Right.
So the crime, right? The punishment should fit the crime.
Yes.
My man killed 1 million folk for the pipeline, for the opium game in Afghanistan.
And these are civilians.
These are civilians. These regular folk.
These ain't the people with the guns. These are the regular people.
These motherfuckers that got a poppy farm,
Right.
or a pepper farm.
Scientists, doctors,
rice
people like
paddies.
professional people like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to wonder, like, is somebody gonna go after them?
That's why the Iraqi army kept growing, because when the Americans were coming in there and they were taking out all the civilians, they were like, dude, we're doctors and lawyers and scientists and shit.
Right.
No.
then they
You guys are what did Obama call them
Sympathizers?
when he was talking about the drones killing people, and they was like, no, you're killing kids, and they call them the term was something like something aged militants or something, the right age militant, or they had some like
I don't even
strange weird ass definition for these people.
Pacifiers?
There's some shit.
Like, okay.
These are unidentified.
Sympathizers?
No, let's go
forgot the
with
term.
something that I'm proud to say that I learned through Lord Zoe.
What did you learn?
When you go to court, you're considered an infant, right?
We got that.
Okay.
Here we go. Black's
We are
Law
those
Dictionary.
same infants. We are those same infants, not just when we go to court. We're those infants when we leave.
Insurgents.
So when we start,
they're
when
called
we-
insurgents.
When we start to cry as infants, as babies, when we watch the media with our baby minds and we start to cry either because we're hungry, well then let's pacify them with the NBA.
Somebody said military-aged combatants. No, it was another word like that, though.
That word is a pacifier for the infants. Okay? Whatever that word is, you're crying because we're killing innocent people. Well, let's give you this word to pacify you. Now, once you start growing some teeth, you spit that fucking pacifier out.
You spit your pacifier out right now. You understand? You're too fucking old to be running around here gnawing on a fucking pacifier, you badass little kid.
Have you ever seen white women will do that? White women will do. You know what? I can't even say white women because black women kind of do it too. Angry mothers will go on a tirade with a 3-year-old, like that 3-year-old just graduated from Wharton. Listen, Matthew, I'm not having it anymore. We've already evaluated your behavior in the car. Matthew is 18 months old. And you're going off on him.
If you go off on Matthew, okay, let's stop. I will go on a tangent on
Look
this.
too goddamn much like your daddy. That's sister going on. Get your burnt black ass out that tree before you knock burn.
So here we go. Here's another example. If you want to hide a secret inside of a book from niggas.
Keep it from niggas.
If you want to keep something from niggas, put it in a book. So it took us 3 years to figure out that Issa Rae don't fuck with black men.
Right.
Issa Rae, who is the writer, director, producer, and all of that shit. Maybe not director, but writer, producer of the HBO series Insecure. That also. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you about study. You gotta understand distinctions. See, black people in America love everything black. I remember my mama used to say shit like, that black picture about to come on. Do you know the name of the picture?
The black picture?
No, I don't know what the fuck it is, but there are black people in it. We watching it.
That black picture.
You understand? The black picture coming on.
Oh, wow.
Don't you want to see it?
It don't matter what the fuck it is. The black picture coming on. Because we love black shit.
Right.
Right? And it don't matter. This shit could be African. Them black people coming on. The black picture. Come on in here. Hurry up.
Right.
Don't let it be a black award show, nigga. Them Black Award. Oh,
Hotel
shit. Come on.
25.
And we're going to watch all the shit black. We love everything black, but we don't understand distinctions. We don't understand that Africans have been colonized to not fuck with us. You understand? We have to understand that. The Dutch, the French, the British, the German, they go into Africa and they educate. Wherever there's education, as Dr. Umar Johnson has said, there's indoctrination.
That's right.
So you're being programmed to think a certain way. And then a lot of black people, Africans in Africa, are cultured to not fuck with African Americans.
Yes.
Back to Black Panther. We cousins, first cousins, but the nigga sitting on the throne is an outsider.
Right.
Right.
The nigga who took the throne lawfully, he whooped your
Right.
ass,
And he was a descendant.
and he lawfully beat your
Fair and
ass.
square.
Fair and square.
Yep.
M'Baku was like, it sounded like this nigga lost.
Yeah.
You understand? So there's this animosity between African and African American. And then when the African comes to America, I gotta cite Antonio Moore. He calls them African when they mix with African American, because they get to draw on their African side because there's benefits to the African side. There's grants, there's all types of shit.
Right.
So when Harvard came out with that report that said, hey, we have a 14% jump in ethnic groups coming into, enrollment, and they said blacks coming into enrollment in our school, them niggas wasn't talking about African Americans from Compton.
No.
From Baltimore, from Oakland.
No, from round the way.
From Atlanta. No.
They
nigga.
wasn't talking about nobody that put fruit in Kool-Aid.
No. No, a nigga with a pickle. Hey, a nigga with a pickle
with annihilator in
with
the
an
middle?
annihilator in it.
Nope.
With a peppermint stick
They ain't
in it.
talking about nobody
We're not
would
talking about them.
put a Jolly Rancher in a pickle.
This nigga said fruit and Kool-Aid.
Right.
Oh
Nobody
my
put no
God.
fruit in no Kool-Aid.
So when you look into
That's a real shit.
when you look into the story, you find out that Issa Rae is what Antonio Moore labeled a African. She got
Right.
African, one of her parents is African or whatever,
Yeah.
and there's resources, there's backing there. And if you want to hide something from niggas, you put it in a book. The book came out 3 years ago. But what was said in the book, okay, if black people can't be racist, we damn sure can be prejudiced
Absolutely.
Sure.
And bigoted.
and bigoted.
Absolutely.
So this is what was said, right, in the book. It says, this is why I propose that black women and Asian men join forces in love, marriage, and procreation. Educated black men, what better intellectual match for you than an Asian man? And I'm not talking about Filipinos. They're like the blacks of Asia.
Wow.
I'm talking Chinese, Vietnamese, Japanese, et cetera, et cetera. Now let's just stop.
Who's saying this?
This is Issa Rae.
Issa Rae.
But here's the thing that bothers me. I get called a He-Man woman hater of my own women if I say break up with white supremacist beliefs, break up with dominant system beliefs. I just gave you an example of how the African has been colonized
Right.
colonized mentally, right? Same thing is happening to the African American. So if you think education is not colonizing your mind, why are so many sisters quiet about this? Why is this a 3-year-old piece that's just getting into the news cycle now? Sisters,
about
it's African American women that make Issa Rae a celebrity.
Yep.
That's true.
It's African American women that ride or die for it's a vibe, it's a this, it's a that. So why don't y'all step out and be like, nah, bitch, we love our dudes. Oh, he called her a bitch. Oh, Lord, here we go.
Okay.
What do y'all think of that?
I don't care.
Come on now.
I don't care.
You have to give us more.
There has to be some solution because
I set this shit up for you, goddamn it. Give me more.
Dear black women, those of you who want a monogamous relationship with a black man and you demand it, counting niggas that ain't shit, niggas that'll beat your ass, niggas that don't want nothing, niggas on the down low,
Hallelujah.
niggas sleeping on their mama couch.
Hold it above, sure.
Count all of them. You outnumber us 8.5 to 1.
Right.
Now, let's count all of them. Show of hands, that means 8 of you and a midget. That's how many for one dude. Okay? If you want us to be monogamous to you, could the 7.5 of you who are willing to go through your life with nobody, please raise your hand? Because that's what you're asking for. You are asking for us to be with just you. So fine, because there is no great American black woman shortage, if the thought crosses your mind to go date somebody else, go. Other than the Nation of Islam, I don't see no brothers. I don't care.
Right.
I don't care. I can't. If I try to service you all, I'm cheating. Right? Right?
Real shit.
If I try to spread my dick around and help in but there's a dick shortage. There's a black dick shortage. I'm trying to help. I couldn't sell this to my wife. She wouldn't buy it.
Couldn't sell her on the
I couldn't sell it on the open market.
The great dick shortage.
Let me go to the private sector with this dick shortage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we want to.
Motherfuckers are in need. The
Ladies and
downtrodden.
gentlemen.
The downtrodden.
We want to introduce a motion for dick conservation. Right? It's an African American dick shortage,
Yes.
and
They're hunting the African American trouser anaconda in.
the trouser anaconda.
Yes. Hunted.
We want to ask women who have a dick secured if
Yeah.
you wouldn't mind donating some of your dick to charity.
Just some of it. We're not talking about weekend dick. We're not talking about prime
weekend
dick
warrior dick.
minutes. We're not talking about prime dick minutes. We're talking about off dick minutes. Tuesday afternoon. Who's fucking on a Tuesday afternoon? Nobody really.
Right.
Why can't I fuck a white girl on a Tuesday afternoon?
A white
Who's
girl.
the victim?
Jesus.
I thought you were talking about girls.
Oh, Freudian slip. If I want to fuck another sister
That shit just came out. Huh?
at Tuesday afternoon on a Wednesday,
Freudian slip.
yeah, who's the victim?
Hey, look, man.
Tell us how you
What's
really
the
feel.
problem with that?
The problem.
Oh, that's going on stage. God damn it, that's funny.
The problem with not the dating other races. It's the exclusion.
Yes.
of black men. Like you can date whoever the fuck you want, but when you
Yeah.
exclude a certain motherfucker, then that's when you start getting into the bullshit.
Well, here's the deal.
We got to stop buying into the ego of a sick society.
Right.
Sisters, just because you're better educated by the demon,
Yes.
by a demon. Look what they did to your people from Tuskegee to Tulsa to Birmingham to nigga. It don't matter if you're violent or non-violent. It don't
Right.
matter. Look at what
Show
they've
up
been
dark.
doing, and because you're doing good in the sanctuary of Satan.
Hold it.
How the fuck you gonna turn around and go, now get your shit together,
Yeah,
nigga?
how you gonna brag about
They
he
done
who
turned,
taught you?
They done turned the sister into stink meaner. Nigga,
I will slap the shit out
pull
of
your shit together, nigga.
Donkeys.
What? Come on.
Man.
It makes no fucking sense. So guess what?
That's why.
Guess what? If we
Yes,
buy
sir.
into it,
Yes, sir.
let me just say, I've dealt with so many women who
preach on it.
who just want security, who just want certainty, who want predictability. Let me just say this: they will ignore the quote unquote conspiracy theorists who tell you 10 years ago, bitch, you better not take that motherfucking what's the immunization
That
shot?
HPV bullshit.
You better not take that shot. Oh, nigga, you ain't even. I'm a good mama because I'm following the rules of Papa White Governor.
Yeah.
Papa White Governor told
Papa White
me.
Governor.
Papa White Governor said.
Right. I'm chasing
good
the ghost of
education.
Thomas Jefferson.
Do you get what I'm saying? So then, I'm wrong if I say, sister, if you follow all the rules that they put that they check off as the shit you're supposed to be following, am I wrong for saying you're a white supremacist because you enforce their belief? You enforce they shit?
Yes.
Am I wrong for that?
Yes.
Absolutely not wrong. You're
yes,
absolutely
I think
not
you're
wrong.
wrong. I think you're absolutely
Well,
wrong.
let's go into it.
Okay. I think you're close, but sisters are to white supremacy what mortar is to bricks. You ain't the brick. You just holding this shit together.
Ooh.
You're not a white supremacist. You're not a white supremacist.
Queef prayers.
You are just, exactly. Exactly. Because, Lord, I'm going to tell you, that's the closest you're going to get to heaven when you hear one of those. You're not, and that's the problem. What you have, sisters who are in this mindset is something I like to call, as I have dealt with many of these people in this town. Yeah, can I just start the rant right now?
No.
No? Okay,
Yes.
then I'm
Well,
going to
go
hold that
ahead.
for the rant.
No. Start the rant. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the most irascible, ephemeral, agitated, nigrophilic.
You know what it feels? Okay, you know what it feels like? It feels like P.T. Barnum. You know, he had all those freaks.
I can't even have the intro to myself.
Fucking curtain.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the strangest creatures on planet Earth. Funny, intelligent, and talented.
Standing in front of the curtain in a black suit with a skinny white tie. Ladies and gentlemen.
Without further ado, this nigga who interrupts you. Geoff Bryant. Let's go. Intellectual rant.
You fucking idiot. Okay. I deal with, and this, I ain't saying shit. I ain't saying shit when this next statement, I'm not balling. That all of us do deal with certain celebrities on a certain level at least 4, 5, 6, 10 times a month if you really trying to hustle out here. You know who you run into first? The assistant. There's something I like to coin assistant's disease. It's where the assistant's disease is where when you answer the phone and make the schedule and take care of the plane tickets and hotel fare and meetings of the important person, you begin to believe that you are as important as that person. You ain't. Bitch, you know how to use a Mac.
Hallelujah.
That's your job.
Hold on a book.
Okay? You are administration. That's what you do. Dear black women in the belly of white supremacy, that's who I say the unconscious black woman is the last person that wants this shit to fold because she's having a fucking ball.
Damn.
She's having a ball. She gets to grind the natural male-female acts. Oh, Jesus. She gets to grind the natural male-female acts. In grinding that male-female acts, she makes the mistake of believing that her problems, the black woman with her man, are the same problems that the white woman has with her man. And they ain't. They ain't. Okay? Just like you didn't have the same problems with the slave master that his wife did.
Hold on a book, Geoff.
He wasn't gonna hang his wife if she didn't fuck.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Teach.
He wasn't gonna sell his wife's kids off
Teach him,
if the
Father.
wife didn't do what she said.
Teach him, Father.
Okay?
Father.
The black woman he was fucking was you know what the black woman in slavery days was to the white slave master?
What was she?
Porn.
Oh, fuck.
She was porn.
Christ. And
Do you know what you are as you walk around in your office with your degree, with your car, with your house, with your bank account? Your Showtime porn. You remember the soft porn Showtime used to show where they wouldn't show organs. They just showed a dude going,
Skinamax.
You know what?
Skinamax.
Yes, Skinamax. If you really look at it, you couldn't even tell they was fucking. He might as well have been scooting a couch across the table, across the floor. He could be doing the same thing, but it was soft porn. Wow. That's who you are in your life. Educated sister that looks down on the rest of black people. You are soft porn for the white man.
Or some of them.
Most of them.
Some banal.
You tickle me with it. That's what the white man is saying. That's how you can't front. That's why we can't stunt on white folks. I'd buy everything in here, nigga.
Teach them, Lord.
You are not front. You not stunting. Ignorant ass black people.
Teach 'em,
For
Lord.
every dollar that a black man has, a white man has 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,000. For every dollar a white man has, a nigga ain't got but 11 cents. And that's counting Oprah. That's counting Jordan. That's the level of greed we are dealing with here. Have you ever wondered why Vermont is smaller than Texas? Because Whitey didn't know how much land there was. That's why. If the first pilgrims got here, knew how much land there was, this would just be one big fucking state. That's how greedy they are. Huh?
I just need to address something real quick. There's a brother in my chat room that is on borderline blockage.
What he said?
Barack Yawa Hada, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He says, Zoe, I thought the black woman was God. Shaking my head. Fuck out of here with the BS. Let me just say, understand black and white thinking. You're coming from a space of black and white thinking.
Get a glass.
Guess what? You could be a blind God, nigga.
Pour some ice.
You could be socially blind.
Get a straw.
Right? You could have spiritual amnesia.
Grab
my
a
nigga.
Clorox.
All right? That doesn't take away the default divinity of women if the sisters are blind.
Pour it in a glass.
Socially blind.
Take a sip.
Okay? This is what is called context. Intelligent people know it. This is why they don't speak in absolutes. They speak in generalities. But I guess I have to preface every sentence that falls forth from thine lips.
When your guts start to burn.
But all. Some, but not all.
Drink more.
Okay? Just even the ones who are unaware are still connected to divine source.
Yes.
Doesn't mean they are not God.
Thank you.
Okay, back to you, Geoff. Station break.
I'm glad. Yeah. So with all that said, Barack, you and the other Barack, drink bleach. Now.
Smoothie style.
Yeah, smoothie style. Yeah. At any rate, sister who thinks you're ahead of everybody else, take a good look at what you bragging on. Take a real good look.
Just a good look.
How much of it have you turned around and used?
How much?
How much of it would you have if they got wind that you was going to turn around and use it?
Yes, sir. Answer him, Lord. Answer him.
So stop.
Yes, sir.
Stop your bullshit.
Stop it now.
Pretty soon you ain't going to be able to do it no way
You
because...
ain't gonna be able to. Answer him. Answer.
Is this Deacon Zoe?
No, yeah, I'm backing you up, Lord. Speak on it.
Yes. So,
Answer him, Lord. Answer him now.
in closing, as I bring it on home for you to dig deep into your hearts and your purses to come up with my money for my airplane gas.
Yes. My tithing.
Yes.
Yes.
The Bible says 10%, but don't say nothing about birthday month. And it
sir.
is May, so I want all you motherfuckers in May to give me some more money.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir.
We need to identify the coons, and I'm not saying eliminate them,
Yes,
but
sir.
at least isolate them. I'm
yes.
done.
Yes, sir. Wake your bitch asses up, okay?
Would you please?
It's morning time.
Would you?
We're right here at noontime, and here we are still asleep. If you want to change your life, you've got to change what you believe
Well.
in. You regular-minded niggas.
Preach the word.
You need to find a way to find a book that speaks to your soul, my nigga.
Oh, yeah.
The day the Geechee is over.
The Geechee is gone.
You done made
He done packed
stupidity a
his
religion,
bags. He done left town. He's on a Greyhound on his way to Boston.
Yes, sir.
Because he done left this city.
Yes, sir.
Y'all don't hear me.
The main reason.
Your time is here. Wake your monkey ass up.
Yes, sir.
Stop running around looking like a monkey fucking a football. What's wrong with you?
Yes, sir.
Stop eating that pork.
Yes, sir.
Stop eating that red meat.
Speak to him, Lord.
You know what the hell?
I'm just saying. The only reason why you get blocked is because you dumb.
Dumb motherfucker.
I'll block a dumb motherfucker quick.
Unreachable.
Look
if you're
up,
an unreachable.
all I'm saying is look up black and white thinking.
Right.
If you can only see something one way, you're dumb.
Right.
You under dig?
That's right.
You're dumb. We don't need no more stupid shit.
The black race don't
That's
need you
why,
no more.
you under dig? That's why we're covering current events.
The black
so
race
we
can't
can give
afford
you
you no more.
a balanced perspective, dummy. But let me tell you something, my niggas. We gonna change the way you think this evening. Hallelujah.
Surely.
Okay, yes indeed. Yes indeed.
My Lord.
My Lord, my Lord. The number, the dial is 323-230-4610. If you bitch ass niggas want to call in and share what you feel, I feel good about taking calls.
Yes.
We got current events.
Bleach drinkers, call in.
I need everybody in the chat room to hit that like button. Hit the share button. And you better dig deep and hit that super chat. You hit that super chat, my nigga. Hit that super chat.
Not the super cat. But the super chat.
All right, church is over, niggas.
All right, good. Hallelujah.
Welcome back to the Zoe Morning Show.
Yeah.
We in here turned up
Oh, yeah.
because there's a lot going on. This is why intelligent people reserve saying what something is.
That's right.
Right.
So
right.
let's go deeper into this concept of what is. I talk about it all the time with Robert Anton Wilson. Go check out Robert Anton Wilson on YouTube and buy his books, do all of that. Robert Anton Wilson has something called maybe logic. And it's based off of, you dig? It's based off of the studies of semanticist Korzybski. Look up Korzybski. She's like, oh, he might be my brother. Look up Korzybski because he was a semanticist. And what Robert Anton Wilson deduced was this. You don't know what the fuck something is. Because in quantum physics, we can't even tell you if this is a real reality.
Right.
So, quantum physics, these physicists have said, you know what? We have to take is out of our language when describing the universe. So,
Can't even use it.
because we don't really know. We don't know.
we don't know what it is.
Let alone knowing fucking propaganda that is manicured and prepared and handed to your mind on an imaginary plate called TV, media, and social media. Do you get what I'm saying? So you get a black and white thinker. I thought this nigga said that when he met this nigga. If you don't get your one-page brain out of here, nigga, your single-dimensional mind having ass.
Brain.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You ain't even help.
Maybe logic. He said if people started using the word maybe more, he said, in one night, if everybody did it collectively, if everybody did it together, he said the world would be 50% saner in the moment. I mean, in the morning.
Wow.
If we just start saying maybe, well, maybe this is this, or maybe that is that. Stop being so definitive in what the fuck it is you think you know.
You know what I hate about maybe? I look when it comes to sex. That's my That's my least favorite word.
When you hear
Bitch, you
that,
gotta
I love yes.
when you hear maybe,
Yes, you
I
gotta be
love
definitive.
yes. I'm not talking about even hearing it. I'm talking about operating in the maybe energy.
Right.
Okay. I love yes. I can take no.
Right.
It's that maybe shit.
Right.
I'm gonna take you out, and maybe I'm gonna get some pussy.
No, not.
Maybe is why hookers are in business.
Wow. Wow. Give me that.
Maybe. Motherfuckers is tired of when a dude buys a hooker, he tired of you and your maybe bullshit.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Zen Master in our chat room comments. He says, Zoe, that line of thinking contradicts dogma, and most people are religious. They need black and white thinking.
Yeah, they do.
This is why we're all so affected by
Heaven,
what
hell.
is right. This is why we're also affected by what is presented. Because wherever side you fall on, black or white thinking, you react to what's presented.
Yep. And that's
Smart people try not to react.
Right.
But that's the dominant zeitgeist of the day. You either left or right. You're Republican or you're this.
Right.
Yes.
Without saying.
you're for this or against
Yeah.
that. You're-
Right.
Yeah.
That's where it is right now. That's the
right.
energy they're pushing because they need you to be on sides.
We need you to ignore that left wing and right wing are both wings
Yes.
of the same
Thank
filthy
you.
fucking vulture.
Damn it.
I want to be the wing, the right wing on this bird.
Right. You wanna
Nigga,
be
what
the right-
kind of bird is this, nigga?
Right.
Is it a hummingbird or an eagle?
What the fuck is it?
What is this bird?
Right.
KFC, nigga.
Right.
And nigga, if it's an eagle, it better be a harpy.
And whatever, that's hilarious. And whatever the bird is, it eats niggas.
Wow.
This bird stays healthy on a strict, constant diet
Of nigga meat.
of nigga meat,
Nigga meat.
and you trying to figure out which wing you on.
Shit is tangy.
You going you know what? You know what happens when you're on a wing of a bird that eats niggas?
Nigga meat
You're a
spicy.
close snack, motherfucker. You're an easy to find snack. Okay? Now, let's really look at being on one of these wings. You don't matter enough to weigh on the fucking wing.
No, you don't.
You don't even matter. That wing, that fucking vulture can you off his wing, and that's what
You
he
a
does.
line tick on the wing.
Thank you.
Okay, here we go.
He
Okay.
shake you off the wing when
Ladies-
you want to die for a snack.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back on
All
topic.
right.
Niggas will meander. That's what makes this. That makes this we-
Look at R. Kelly looking like Clockwork Orange.
So let me just say this. Women of color is another topic we have here. From the root, women of color
From the rooter to the
within Time's Up join hashtag mute R. Kelly protest.
Okay.
Is R. Kelly next? To our fellow women of color, we see you, we hear you because we are you. Far too long, our community has ignored our pain. The pain we bear is a burden that too many women of color have had to bear for centuries. The wounds run deep. Oh God, as women of color within Time's Up, we recognize that we have a responsibility to help right this wrong. Let me just say this. Because you know they got Cosby. The next question is R. Kelly next? And if you listen to what I was reading, a lot of the pain that our women have had to deal with goes back centuries.
Yes.
And-
yes.
And let me just say this. When you're in a space where you want revenge or when you want get back.
That's when the pendulum swings too far.
So collateral damage just sucks up everybody. Then it's everybody is finna get retribution for what we've been through a long time ago. Instead of saying, let's single out this here special nigga of special wildness.
A hitman never works from revenge.
Hatchet instead of a scalpel.
So a hatchet instead of a
A
scalpel.
hitman don't work from revenge.
So if R. Kelly or Bill Cosby represent a certain type of guy, you know, we have to have some level of precision to say, let's identify, let's, grab this particular person, as opposed to saying, let's just get all of these niggas, Me Too and all of this shit is all packed into one thing. My question to you, Geoff, and then Kevin, do you believe that R. Kelly had a sex crib that was designed to mold. Jeez, I don't even like saying it. Mold yoni exploitation. Do you think he was molding girls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Talk
Yes,
about
I
it.
do.
Yes. But
And at the end of the day, and let me just say this, and then I'm gonna throw it back to you. I've never really been an R. Kelly fan, but
really?
I promise you, never like, oh wow, I'm blown away. I hear his records, I hear the music, but I don't have an R. Kelly playlist.
Right. Right.
When I go see a girl, she does, and she plays it, and been playing it.
So what you telling me is that R. Kelly's fan base ain't Method Man's?
Nah, I don't
Exactly.
think I don't think it's dudes.
No.
And I'm just saying, like,
Well, here's what you need to have in order for this shit to work. You need to have absolute victims, which would mean that Bill Cosby and R. Kelly, especially, and Harvey Weinstein, I'm gonna throw him in here too. That these three, I'm just gonna stop with them three. In order to have absolute victims, you have to have absolute predators.
wow.
I don't think these men are.
So you're saying there's some gray area?
I'm
there.
saying.
Speak on the gray.
Here's an absolute predator. God don't give these words any power to any woman under the sound of my voice. You leave your place of work, your place of business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And a motherfucker steps, when you step out the elevator to go to your car on P2, a motherfucker steps up with a ski mask and puts a knife to your throat and say, give me your purse and your pussy or I'm gonna kill you. That's an absolute predator. That's in that, he waiting in the alley. That dude in the alley, you need Bill Cosby. You need Harvey Weinstein. You need
emphasis.
R. Kelly.
Do me a favor. Put emphasis on need.
Need
Yes.
them to be absolute predators so that you have no accountability. Here is where they are. They all live in that alley in y'all's mind. That's the only place that alley exists. And here's why I'm saying it. That young 15-year-old girl that R. Kelly peed on was a victim until she took money. Then it was a business transaction.
Nah, I'm gonna say she was still a victim.
No, I'm not. Not if she took a nickel for this. This
Listen,
motherfucker
no.
should have fried for that. He should have fucking fried for that. But you know how he got out of it? He got out of it because niggas don't worship God. They worship money.
Right.
I guarantee you, her family ain't got to work. And that was worth how much urine is in R. Kelly's bladder.
Dave Chappelle has the best joke about that. He said, look, he said, yeah. He's like, look. He's like, I don't agree with peeing on nobody. He said, but look, at 15, I knew whether or not I wanted to get peed on or not. He said, now you may be a kid still legally. He said, but you should know whether or not you want pee on your body or not.
Right.
He said, pee coming your way. Oh, excuse me.
Right.
He dodged the pee.
Exactly.
And then, okay, Charlie Sheen.
Right.
Charlie Sheen is like, I fuck hoes with HIV.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not using condoms.
And they
I'm
let me run up in them.
And
I'm
that's
slanging
attempted murder?
sick dick around this motherfucker.
I got a line for sick dick. 57, 58.
Man.
Yes.
Isn't that attempted murder?
Wow.
It could be considered that, yes, today. Yes.
Well, no.
No.
Watch this. Not today. As of
Yeah.
2018.
Ooh.
As of 2018.
Oh, they changed the law?
The law in California says
They
that's
can
no
when they
longer,
want to.
That's no longer a felony.
No.
Now, when this motherfucker revealed it, it was. And they didn't come see him. They didn't come scoop him up. When he revealed it. Why y'all playing reindeer games with Charlie Sheen, but fucking with Bill Cosby? Again, I'm going to quote Sinbad. If you going to fuck everybody's legacy up over this,
Start fucking
then
up everybody.
get everybody. Go get Charlie Sheen's legacy. I bet not see that bullshit ass movie when the nigga turned into a car. I bet not see that shit again.
Right.
Yeah, that shit bet not never come on.
Charlie Sheen not trying to get niggas into the upper scale of the game. Like when they actually got Bill Cosby a second time before they got him with these sexual assault charges. They actually brought out the fact that he had an illegitimate daughter, that tennis player.
Right.
So that was the second time they tried to get him. They killed his son first. Like, look, step your ass back. Then he got him with the sexual assault. With the illegitimate daughter. And then he still didn't buy out after that. He tried to buy NBC again after that. They were like, look, we gotta take your ass out.
So look,
you're gonna die in jail
I'm
now.
gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and say this again, fellas. There's two sides. There's the Issa Rae side. That argument earlier when we talked about you fuck niggas, fuck African American men. Let's start fucking
Asian dudes. Okay.
Now, let me just say this. Did you go back?
Good luck with that,
Did y'all
Asian
go back
fellas.
and see the reviews of Black Panther? I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Even the theater was
Yeah.
dark. Everything was black.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
You gonna tell your sisters to go fuck with Asians who are currently putting yellow dick in African soil.
Right.
Just raping the shit out of Mother Africa, of which one of your parents is a descendant of. You gonna tell them to go fuck with them? Who really think the way white people think about black people?
Right.
And you gonna put that in a book as a solution? Okay. The question is, sisters, are you gonna stand up and say fuck her for saying that?
No.
That's number one.
No.
Number two, are you going to get R. Kelly out of your playlist?
Do you know? Okay, one. Yeah.
Hell no.
One. Do you know why they're not gonna say?
I'm just asking. I just thought I'd ask.
Fuck that.
It's only fair to
It's
ask, right?
because sisters are working from such a place of anger.
They mad at us because we couldn't help.
They mad because we couldn't protect them.
Right.
They mad because a bunch of us ain't shit. They mad because they like to pick the ones that ain't shit and the ones that's about something. Hey, pussy is pussy. I'm only racist from the waist up.
Right.
So
Let me tell you something. I don't like the way your face looks,
right.
but your pussy, on the other hand,
It's
is
magnificent.
What is the Asian word for really delicious? Unami. Your pussy is unami.
Right. Right.
Your face.
Oh my God.
And maybe even the naps on your pussy I can't tolerate. Could you shave that? But your pussy is unami.
Tsunami, yeah. Oh man. Your
tsunami.
face, your pussy is unami. Your face is tsunami.
How about that?
How about that?
Now listen, wasn't it an Asian guy who came out with a report a few years back that said African American women are the most unattractive? You remember that? We did a show about it. He came out and said African American women are the most unattractive. It was an Asian. Okay, let's run to them.
Okay.
So I'm asking sisters, can y'all holla at your girl?
Or what?
Is that your girl? Y'all fuck with her? If y'all fuck with her, can you holla at your girl? Can you pull her to the side? It'd be like, hey, homie. We still homies or whatnot, but that's some bullshit.
Okay. Can I?
You can't fuck with our dudes like that.
Can I speak on?
Are you gonna speak to it?
Can I speak to something I see?
Wait,
right
hold
there?
on. You gonna
Yes, sir.
you gonna
She's only like 27, so she's like 26. So she was like 23 when she wrote that.
So can we get some sisters to mentor? Can we get a mentor situation together?
Where's Oprah?
Can the sisters like kind of pull her to the
Right.
side and be like,
That's true.
hey,
Where's
true,
Felicia
yeah.
Rashad?
like, bitch, you must not have had no good dick.
Yeah. You ain't been tapped out, have you?
Whoa.
You ain't been.
tapped out.
Have you ever, Sister Issa? This goes
Yep.
out to you. Issa, you, me. Have you ever been baby calf?
Jeff,
What's
I
that
don't
mean?
want to deal with you,
Baby
Jeff.
calf. That's where you put it on a woman so hard when she get up out the bed, she walk like a newborn baby calf. Oh shit!
If you don't get
My legs don't work. You ain't got. You coming for? You ain't never been baby calf. That's why you talking about that. I don't know. I'm gonna count Bruce Lee. I ain't never heard about no Asian dudes unless they on some of that Kama Sutra shit. I'm gonna pull some of this shit from the past out, and really blow your mind with that. I'm talking about 8 tracks and 6 packs while I hit that baby cab from a nigga that's broke and is fucking you to borrow money. If you have never had that, then I think you really need to rethink. I could send a cat named Day Day, got cornrows,
Don't send her
and
Day
no
Day.
ambition by.
Don't send her Day Day.
Don't send her.
Send her Day Day.
Why?
Just, I mean,
Day Day got a folded jump rope in his pants and he know what to do with it.
Send her Tiger Woods, man.
somebody order a prayer queef. Okay, we're back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the So What Morning Show. We in here doing our motherfucking current event show. We love this kind of talk. We really want to get into it. That's enough on those topics. I got a couple more.
You don't want to expound on the baby?
No. We're fine. Listen, I want to send out a special message to the people in the YouTube, on my YouTube page. We have 34,000 subscribers on YouTube that tune in and check us out. We have hundreds of people in the chat room live watching us right now. I want to shout out all of the YouTubers. Thanks for watching. If you're on Dash Radio, listening on the app or listening on your laptop, just understand you can also see us live when we lock into our YouTube channel. I'm going to ask everybody in the YouTube channel right now, hit the like button. Hit the share button, and God damn it, thank you for hitting the super chat button. Anybody who hits the super chat button here on out will get shouted out live on the air. As a matter of fact, Mr. Supreme Cinema just dropped $100 in the super chat. So I want to shout out everybody in there. And now let's get to our next topic.
Hit him with it.
This might fuck with you, Geoff.
Oh, shit.
Sinead O'Connor.
Okay. Sinead.
Bitch came out and said Prince was always high on hard drugs and beat the shit out of her. Those are her words.
Prince was high and beat the shit out of him.
That's what she said. Yeah.
Was this before or after she made all that money off of Nothing Compares to You?
I don't know if the two even matter.
Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
they do.
I don't know if
Yeah,
that's
they do.
relevant. But
Yeah, they're absolutely relevant.
that's what she said. Here's the story. Prince's ex-wife is refuting recently surfaced assertions by singer Sinead O'Connor that Prince was violent towards multiple women and regularly used drugs. Of course, Mai Tai Garcia, who was married to the pop icon from 96 to 2000, says she never experienced Prince turning violent towards her or anyone else, or even saw him take hard drugs. Although she did come back and say later in one of the interviews about the drug side of it, she was like, he would disappear or he would do certain things.
He did slap the shit out of Apollonia.
In the movie. Apollonia did catch it.
Oh yeah, she took a left hand backhand. I was like, God damn, that ain't the first time he did that.
Yeah, he did it with some moxie.
Oh yeah,
Some moxie.
Yeah.
he did it like 3, 4, smacked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did see
what
his
was that?
dad beating
He did
ass.
see his dad beat his mama.
Well, that was the movie.
But that was a movie.
Well, it was based on his life.
Yeah, based on
It's based on life.
So it could be there.
But I never heard. Come on.
Slapple Stillskins.
That's right. I don't.
slap those
Why
still
will
skin.
I smack the shit out of you?
I'm saying Slapple Stillskins is a belief. You got modeled in your childhood. You want to keep somebody quiet? Slap them.
Nigga, it's Sinead.
Slap those still skin.
But why she wait all this time to say something?
And yeah,
Well,
there's that.
why did Khalees? Khalees just
Oh,
came
yeah,
out and
yeah,
said
Nas-
something on
Nas,
Hollywood
yeah.
Unlocked about Nas.
She did say that.
What'd she say about Nas?
She said he was abusive in her marriage. Just beat her up.
Well, that's not what she
Items.
put in her divorce papers. She put irreconcilable differences, which means, bitch, I hate you, motherfucker, I hate you, fuck you too. That ain't got nothing to do with getting your ass beat if you didn't put it in. Well, where's the police report? Where's the phone call?
Here's the thing. A lot of people is underreported, so we can't blame them for not reporting. So a lot of people, men and women, don't report. Here's the thing about violence.
So then, what the fuck we supposed to go on?
Okay. Jeff,
How am I responsible for what you don't tell me?
Jeff, you know my office is right there.
Go lay down.
There's a couch.
Okay.
Fine it up. we got some new pillows, nigga. Okay, so let me just, because this is the topic that I wanted to cover today. Violence in relationship. Again, understand people in America in general, some but not all.
Some but not all.
First off, understand this. Your motherfucking newspaper is written at a 7th grade level.
Come on. Come on.
We don't want you smart.
No.
If you're smart, it's harder to govern.
We ain't gonna even put no words in there that you have to look up, because that leads you to being smart.
Hey, nigga, let's keep all rudimentary simple words in this bitch. So a nigga don't try to think.
It. Shit. Yeah, it is.
You understand?
Keep it simple.
Act.
Bat.
Nigga.
Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
It was a C-spot run, motherfucker.
Act. Cat.
Oh, you know who my favorite dude was? My favorite dude. You remember the dude? You remember the dude that it was a cartoon where there would be the word that, and he would stand there and go, and then a letter would fall on his fucking ass, and he'd get up and go,
Right.
that.
So
That was my guy.
So let's get deep into violence.
Okay.
Violence is not just physical.
Oh, no.
There's emotional violence. There's psychological violence. There's spirit violence. You can kill a motherfucker's spirit.
I'm about to psych fuck you.
There's verbal abuse that ties into all of those. And research has found that verbal abuse has a longer lasting effect
And an ass whooping.
than an ass whooping.
Whoa.
Nigga, I can kill your spirit with what I tell you. And if I'm in a position of authority in your life, I can cause you to mold your identity around the definition, around the vocabulary that I give you.
Your daddy wasn't shit, so you ain't shit.
And your daddy
Ain't shit.
ain't shit. You come from ain't shit people.
Okay. Well, I came out of an ain't shit hole, didn't I?
Right. But do you see what I'm saying? What people don't understand about violence is that it's ubiquitous in a relationship. Motherfucking babies is violent toward each other.
Yep.
Put two babies together.
And one
They'll
of them
wind up
smack the sweet shit out of you.
You understand? They'll wind up pacifier jacking,
Right.
bottle jacking. They'll wind up doing a lot of shit.
Right.
And you understand?
Somebody gonna come out of there crying because of somebody else.
And this is no justification. This is not me saying, oh, it's good to get into a violent confrontation with your significant other. This is not me saying that. What I'm saying is it's ubiquitous. It happens. There needs to be a deeper understanding. But because we're reading and learning and, what's the word? Consuming information at a low level of consciousness, being about this. Now, there's double standards when it comes to violence, right? You saw that Violence is Violence campaign. Look it up right now, everybody. If you're on YouTube, find the Violence is Violence campaign. You'll see in the Violence is Violence campaign, I talk about this all the time, where a man and a woman is walking in a park. It's a fucking experiment. He's walking in a park with his woman. He's yelling and screaming at the woman. The whole park is alerted. Like, what is this motherfucker about to do?
Right.
Yelling at little cute ass Adita. We not finna have that. I don't even know who Adita is, but she seems to be in peril.
Young lady, why is the man yelling at you?
Yes.
I will come and help you if you're needing.
I will throw curry on him and blind him.
Stomp your ears. Don't make me stomp your ears together.
Right.
Motherfucker.
So again, the whole park is alerted. Everybody's running to her. Everybody's going over there trying to say, hey, hey, hey,
Come
hey.
quickly, Adita needs our help.
Right? A couple of days later, they come back to the park,
And Adita is clowning.
and it's the woman's turn. And you know what people are doing?
Just looking.
laughing.
Laughing. And mainly women. Women are laughing. Now, this is what I mean by using Kevin's example of the scalpel.
It's all funny till I do what you do.
Yes, women have been oppressed by men. So what's happening is women are taking all of that oppression and funneling it in a blanket license of blame towards all men.
And Me Too stuff.
Because they're not studying in context.
Right.
Go ahead.
Abuse, to me, you can't be abused unless it's your choice, unless you're a kid. Unless you're a child who usually can't physically defend themselves. Because abuse means to use up. That's the definition of the word. So no one can use up your energy without your help, without your permission. And so whenever you have to be there. In order for somebody to abuse you, you have to be there for them to abuse.
Wow.
That's your choice. That's your choice to be there or not. Again, unless you're a child, then a child has a totally different circumstances. But again, if you're an adult and you feel that you're abused, then that is on you, because it's your choice to stay in that position. It is literally your choice. Wow. It is your choice. You can be there or not be there.
Come on.
You may think this person has a psychological hold over you, but this person does not. You can leave.
Have a psychological hold
over
on
yourself.
you.
Yes.
Any
it's your
woman,
choice to be there or not.
Any woman hit twice.
Put emphasis on any.
Any woman hit twice by the same dude is half to blame.
Yes.
Especially in this litigant happy now.
Hold on, Geoff. Hold on.
You can get the cop. You can call the cops and go, "I need y'all to come kill this nigga."
Hold on,
and
Geoff.
they'll come do it.
Hold on, Geoff. I'm going to disagree. I'm going to disagree slightly with that.
Okay.
Go do the research. You want to be in a relationship, or do you just want to fuck and chill until it goes bad? What do you want to do? You want to fuck and chill until it goes bad, or do you want to research about relationship?
I'm fucked up in the head. You know you fucked up in the head. Let's just fucking chill till this shit go bad.
Until this shit goes bad.
Okay. Till the first time you say, "That's my son," you can't tell him what to do, and then we done.
Right.
Or the first time that you come over unannounced and catch me fucking one of your friends.
Let's fucking chill.
Let's just fucking chill till the shit go bad.
Until it go bad.
Oh, that's a level of honesty.
But that's what most motherfuckers do. They fucking chill until it goes bad. There's no research, there's no self-research, there's no self-knowledge. And then when the self-knowledge comes in the form of a reflective trigger that comes from your partner, most motherfuckers go, "No, I'm blaming you for that," instead of claiming the reflection.
Yeah, what most folks want to do is, "Oh, Jesus, help me with this." Ooh,
You calling on Jesus, or you asking me to help you?
I'm calling on Iron Christ right now.
Iron Christ, please.
Iron Christ.
Iron Christ.
I don't. Not the regular, not the Caesar Borgia. I'm telling you what, Iron Christ.
Iron Christ, please come through.
Help me,
Iron Christ, yes.
You and get your homie Spider Jesus. Come through. Help
Spider
me.
Jesus.
Spider Jesus and Iron Christ.
Please come through.
Oh my God.
Hold it up.
Here's what most people want out of a relationship.
Hold it up.
They want to turn a roller coaster into a passenger car.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Hold it up.
They
Yes.
love the, tick, 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 tick. Yeah, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's taking the twists and turns. Bitch, that's a ride, okay? That's a ride for your enjoyment. Your car, when you get home, when you get in it, you got to observe the rules of the road. It's stop signs, it's speed limits, it's directions.
Yes.
You trying to turn the experience of riding a roller coaster into driving a car.
Yes.
The relationship, the let's fuck until this shit go bad.
Yeah.
That's the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Relationship is getting in this fucking car and going somewhere.
Okay, so that was a very great point. Let me get back to my point that I was trying to make. MC interrupt. Okay, cool. So we're back.
MC interrupt us.
Right. Jesus, this nigga here is worse than bad Wi-Fi. He's just gonna stop your shit. So let me come back. There's a book called Intimate Relationships by Thomas N. Bradbury and Benjamin R. Carney. UCLA relationship scientists.
Right. Motherfuckers in lab coats.
Their job as scientists, they're professors at UCLA, but their job is to study relationships
They might know
using
something.
the scientific method.
They might know something.
They know some shit. Get this. This is the book is their fucking textbook in the class. It's 800 pages.
Okay.
Now, as it pertains to violence, because we went on a tangent in Spider Christ world and Jesus Iron Thoughts.
Spider Christ?
Yeah, we went somewhere, but we were back.
Wait a minute. Iron Jesus and Spider Christ? I
Yes.
think I kind of like that one better than Spider Jesus and Iron
It's
Christ.
the same shit.
Same
Okay,
dudes.
cool.
Same dudes.
There we go.
Okay. And I got a tangent
we're
on
back.
deck.
I want people to get this book. I want people to read. I want people to study Intimate Relationships, 2nd edition, Amazon.com. Thomas N. Bradbury, Benjamin R. Carney. They did the research, do you understand, on violence. And they have concluded that violence is not an indicator of success or failure in relationships.
How about it?
But if you listen to the social media narrative, which is pushing a Me Too narrative,
You don't love me.
do you get what I'm saying? So if you do, they've discovered that. They've said, wait a minute, violence within the human condition,
Right.
right? Violence is a part of the human condition.
Absolutely.
And it's part of humanity from babyhood
To death.
to elderly niggas fighting in wheelchairs. It's everywhere.
You took the last applesauce, you son of a bitch.
Let me roll over there.
I'm gonna smack you with this shit he done.
Do you get what I'm saying? So again, this is not to marginalize victims of domestic abuse. This is not to say it isn't a problem. But shit must be contextualized so that we don't run off with a right-wing, left-wing, imbalanced black or white thought process around it.
Well, the thing is, if you're willing, see, people try to rationalize the violence because there's two type of people, you know, and they call that the fight or flight. Because some people, if you hit them one time, that's a wrap.
Right.
You're not touching them again. And
Right.
I'm one of them people.
Right.
Well, that's
I'm one of them people. You get close, you even look like you're gonna touch me. That's a wrap for your ass.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's based off
And you
of,
might get these things.
Kevin brings up an interesting point. That's based off of the family you were brought up in. You modeled after certain shit, right? You got, again, there's research out on this too. You have some people, some families that have more relationship tools in their toolbox. So they deal with shit differently. And in dealing with shit differently in front of kids, the kids are modeling whatever conflict resolution style. Now, there are some people who have a contempt resolution style. The family, they're talking about family models. Oh, you stole from Big Mama? We ain't never fucking with you
again.
You give it, nigga, cousin Rollo stole some shit from Big Mama? Never fucking with you again. But then again, you got other families that may have an avoidance style when it comes to conflict. This nigga Rollo.
They just don't
From
fuck with
Big
that
Mama.
nigga.
No, this nigga Rollo is a molester.
I ain't finna get in it.
We not gonna say nothing. We know about it.
But we not gonna talk about it.
That nigga just don't let that nigga hold the baby. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
There's a keep that nigga away from the kids vibe, but that nigga's still there.
Exactly. And that's the rationalizing of the vibe. That's what I mean. Like
Instead of killing the alligator.
Hold on. It's not rationalizing. It's socializing. There's a difference.
We ain't saying he's right about it.
This is what I'm saying. It's socializing.
Yeah.
It's not rationalizing. It's socializing. And that's the family game rule. And there are different types. It's not just two. There's different types. So you get a collaborative style, which is, come on, everybody. This is my mother.
Right.
Come on, everybody.
How we gonna deal with this?
We're gonna have devotion. This is what my mother used to do. We're gonna have devotion. We're gonna get the Bible. Everybody gonna read a Bible verse, and then we're gonna talk about the problems that's going on in the house. You see what I'm saying? There's a different conflict resolution model for different families.
But what I
it's
meant
more
by
than just two.
But what I meant by rationalize, though, so rationalize means to piece off. So when you try to rationalize something, you say, okay, well that happened because of this.
Because of this.
So you try to
Right.
break it off and make it a piece of something. So when some people when they get hit by whoever it is, male or female, well this person, he was angry or they was tired.
That's the justification. That's
And
intellectualizing. Right. I get what you're saying. That's the justification, intellectualizing
and they
why this
to
happened.
rationalize, break it down to see why they did it.
But then to come back, that is the result of the crib she came from. She may have seen that. She may have modeled that. It could be a mama. It could be an auntie. She may have seen that. Now, there's research out there to show modeling. Listen, Blake is going to model this nigga. just like New modeled me.
Absolutely.
Nigga, New. I used to think New don't listen until I heard him talking to his woman one day. It's like, listen, you're gonna have to calm down. You're gonna have to focus. Now we can make this happen. It's gonna require cooperation. Now I'm gonna be.
You standing there with your mouth open.
I'm standing just far enough.
Mouth agape.
Just far enough away to not be seen. But my whole
You standing so?
nigga, I'm over here.
You put the Mayweather shoulder
Ear
on
hustling like a motherfucker.
Nigga, but
his
my
ears like Fred Flintstone's hand.
I'm telling you, my entire ear is in that
Throbbing.
room. And that nigga's like, look, this can happen, but it won't happen if you continue to doubt yourself. I'm not like that. I'm not from that kind of family. He said that.
Damn.
I said, oh,
Well, shit. This shit works.
this shit works.
Well, you know what? Okay. Now, here's the family. Here's the family I'm from. I had to have this conversation with my ex, who felt that whatever she did was justified by however she felt, which is a common and girded female thought. That whatever-
Girded sounds really girded.
why do coochie queen?
Coochie queefs.
I watched,
Instead of
and I had to
hair
explain this to her. I watched my uncle. This motherfucker was 6'2", 230, no fat, light-skinned in the 70s. Killing the game.
Give a
I
good
saw this dude running through broads like a hot knife through butter. I saw
This
with
nigga
my own
sizzles.
eyes at 9 years old, my uncle walk into my grandmother's apartment building with one woman. His girlfriend come down the steps, go, what the fuck is this? He slapped the shit out of her so hard that his watch broke. He stepped over her, walked into the apartment building with the woman he was with, and I watched her pick up the pieces of the watch she bought him to have them fixed. Does that allow me, with that programming, to put my hands on you? No, it don't.
No, but that's not the point.
The
I hear what
point
you're saying.
is,
Yeah.
the point, and I don't think I'm the exception. I think this is the rule. At some point, you have to. I think most people do.
Nigga, turn that T-Mobile off. What the fuck is going on? Jesus.
Most people do go, wait a minute, that's some fucked up shit I was taught. And they
Not
reach this
Not taught.
bread in.
Yes, there you go.
That was some fucked up. I was raised in a fucked up petri dish that made me do A, B, or C.
Right.
Do I accept this behavior or reject it? How much of it is in my subconscious? Like for me, sloppy is in my subconscious because I did not, my grandmother, God bless her, was not a housekeeper. So I grew up in an environment that was not the neatest, which means in my subconscious, if I don't actively, consciously fight this bad thing, I look up and my office looked like a fucking clothes grenade went off in it. And that is because of my subconscious programming. And you have to look at that. Nobody gets around looking at it.
Hold on, Geoff. When you say subconscious programming, Dr. G just walked back in.
I know, yeah.
And we're
that's the
talking
man.
about maladaptive behaviors that have been modeled by children, right? So come from an abusive environment, right? Because we're talking about violence as it pertains to a couple of stories that just came out. Sinead O'Connor basically said Prince was always high on hard drugs and very violent and abusive towards women. And then ex-wife of rapper Nas just came out and said Nas was very violent in their relationship. And we're talking about violence, right? Violence as a problem solver in relationship is usually modeled very early on. And I wanted to get your take on it.
Well, think of this thing. When you're born, you're helpless, you're vulnerable, you're dependent, And you're fed stuff more than food. You're fed attitude. And so what happens, imagine if you're there, you're helpless, whatever, and someone's yelling at you, put the nipple in your mouth? I don't know what I'm doing. Can you just go to sleep? And they're shaking you. So what happens is you internalize your helplessness into your personality, and you vow that when I get to be older, no one's going to do that to me again. And then what happens is you take it out on the world. So it's kind of like if you think of the rings of a tree, you know, every ring is a year. So imagine if that's your personality. In the first couple rings, it's corroded. It's paranoid, it's weak. So every time you go up into your life and it gets reactivated. So just someone differing from you can reactivate, oh, I'm not gonna be humiliated. I'm not gonna be bullied. And suddenly you're not even listening to them. It's reactivating this powerlessness.
Right.
And something I've talked about on the show before, a lot of rage comes from impotent rage, the rage of powerlessness.
And that's, to me, that's what a lot of that is happening right now.
Totally.
With the Me Too movement. They're like Kevin said, they're not using a scalpel. They're using a blanket license that is associated with that rage of help. We're not helpless anymore, and we're coming after anything that looks remotely like what we think is oppression, is violent, is abuse. Am I right or wrong on that, Doc?
You're totally right. Can I say one thing about the Me Too thing, which
Absolutely.
is going to be a casualty? Is, I've dealt with, rape victims, molestation victims, and all that, and I will tell you, the skin has a memory of good touch, bad touch, and no touch.
Wow. Say more.
I've seen it happen with a dying patient, where the wife said to the husband when they put him on the morphine grip, just relax, and before the morphine went in, he just relaxed, because that was good touch. That was lovemaking. And so the problem with the hashtag Me Too movement is the casualty is going to be good touch, and you're going to get no touch in the world.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because they done fucked off all their compliments.
Yep.
I'm not finna lose my house because you got a big ass. I ain't saying shit. Let me tell you something else. I'm gonna tell you who else. I'm gonna tell you who else is about the hard sixes.
The hard
six. Okay, this is what a hard six is, Dr. G.
You got to translate for us white guys.
Okay, because I know how much red carpet shit you
I
go
don't know
to.
what you're talking about right now.
Okay, you and your wife,
Do it in
all
60
sharp.
seconds.
You sharp. You roll into this function.
Do it in 60
and you
seconds.
see this woman.
Get to all of the topics we wanted to cover. Yes, but this was an amazing show. We appreciate Dr. G, man. Thank you for coming in. We miss you, bro.
Miss you guys.
This was a great show. Listen, don't forget to tune into the Voice of Reason at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tonight at Dash Talk. We're going to keep it cracking. Hey, I want to thank Geoff Brown for being on time. I want to thank Hassan McCullough for the Wee Juice. I want to thank Kevin Barringer for being the warrior. Barringer, the Highland Barringers. And I want to thank Dr. Mark Goulston. Thank you guys so much, man.
Good.